Canelo comes out and does what Canelo should do, Canelo wins the fight. If Canelo comes out and does what he shouldn't do, Crawford wins the fight.
With Crawford, what are Crawford's keys to victory when you are fighting someone like Canelo, who, albeit maybe not in height, but in stature, is a much bigger man than him?
Control the center of the ring.
What do you think about Terence Crawford calling out Canelo?
You know, I don't like that fight.
I say Terence win. Yes.
What? Terence win over Canelo?
Yes, Terence win.
The boxing world is buzzing as Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford have officially signed for a mega fight. This matchup has sparked heated debates among legends and analysts, with opinions divided on how it could unfold. Some believe Crawford's elite skills and ring IQ give him a real shot at victory, while others argue that Canelo's size, power, and experience at higher weight classes will be too much to overcome. Boxing icon Mike Tyson disapproves of the fight, pointing to Crawford's struggles against Israel Madov due to size and awkwardness.
What do you think about Terence Crawford calling out Canelo?
You know, I don't like that fight.
Why not?
I don't like that fight. It's just too much weight, you know. And he had a close fight with the last guy he fought, Terence, because this guy was big and he was awkward. He was really awkward. He shouldn't have fought that guy. Right. Should have fought a guy that was just come straight at him. The guy was too awkward.
He's herky-jerky, yeah.
He suggests that facing Canelo at 168 pounds is a dangerous move. Meanwhile, David Benavidez has an interesting take, believing Crawford has the skills, mindset, and work ethic to pull off an upset.
It's like it's going to come to fruition in September. What are your thoughts on that bout?
I have nothing to say. It's a good fight, and it's a good fight. I wish both of them the best.
All right, next question. Do you use that for motivation at all? Like Canelo's, like, you know?
I definitely do use that as motivation, because if I was such an easy fighter and target, he would have came and beat me already. Just for him not fighting me lets me know how dangerous I am.
How would you approach a fight?
Is there scissors? Is there scissors? Ask for scissors. Go ahead.
How would you approach a fight with Terence Crawford if it was you against Crawford?
To be honest with you, if I fought Terence Crawford, I would definitely use my size, my reach, my weight to my advantage. Crawford is a very smart fighter, but I guess thankfully I'm not fighting him.
However, Benavidez admits he doesn't support the fight, emphasizing that while Canelo is the biggest payday in boxing, Crawford jumping up so many weight classes is a major concern. Even Alexander Usyk.
Crawford throwing his hat in to want to fight Canelo at 168.
I mean, everybody wants to fight Canelo. It's the money fight. You know what I mean? I think even Inoue would come up to fight Canelo. Canelo wanted to fight him. I mean, I don't want to see Crawford to fight Canelo, to be honest with you. But it would be. I'm not saying it wouldn't be a great fight. It would be a great fight. But I feel like if I deserve my opportunity, and and after this fight, what else are they gonna say? You know what I mean? This is a tough fight. You know, the top WBC, the top people ranked at the WBC are fighting each other. So I mean, it should be an easy call. If I can't get those fights, then I'll go up to fight Bivol, or I'll go try to, you know, I set my conquest on 175. Like I said, I don't want no handouts either. I want to, you know, earn my spots everywhere I go, even at 175. But you know, I see that weight class. You know, I want to become champion at 175, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
A master of technique, would likely recognize the challenge Crawford faces. Moving up to super middleweight against a dominant champion like Canelo is a massive risk. While the fight is intriguing, many question whether the size difference will ultimately determine the outcome. The highly anticipated showdown between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford has the boxing world divided. Many see this fight as a
potential fight between Canelo and Terence Crawford.
Yeah.
How do you see that fight? Who
I
do you
like Terence. It's
wow,
my friend, but it's crazy man. Listen, I say Terence win. Yes.
What? Terence win over Canelo.
Yes, Terence win. But listen, Terence, it's different man. Terence work in две стойка.
Two sides.
Two sides.
Right.
And
right.
switch hitter.
Yes.
He's a
Yes.
switch hitter.
Yes.
Right and left. But it's very smart man. It's very, very, very smart. But feel distance and plays like
adjustments.
Spacing,
exactly.
boxing.
You don't think the weight difference will be a factor too much?
Mario, you're asking him?
That's why. That's why I'm asking, exactly.
Canelo big, yeah, Canelo too. It's a good boxer, but I say Terence.
Wow.
Battle between size and skill, with opinion split on who holds the advantage. Alexander Usyk, a master technician, believes that skill will prevail over size. While he acknowledges that Canelo is the naturally bigger fighter, he has faith in Crawford's sharpness and technical ability. According to Usyk, skills...
Yeah, because a lot of people are saying, like, hey, forget about Canelo. That was a tough fight with Madrimov. Go ahead and give Boots a shot. Give Boots the chance. But Eddie's saying, hey, I think Crawford's saying, hey, give me the Canelo fight, or I'm not fighting. I'm done.
Why? What do you got to prove to Boots? Boots trying to take over and start beating the guys around him, prove that he's the best of that group. Bud is in a group above him. Bud don't need to come back down to 47 to meet him. That's crazy. Why would he? Bud looking to try to make history and get out. Get his big bank and get out. His big bank is who? Canelo. He willing to take that gamble, see if he can beat him. If he beats him, he may go fight Benavidez next. If he don't beat him, he say, okay, I took it as high as I could go. I'm done.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy if he gets the win. Like, oh my God.
Win fights, and in his eyes, Crawford is the superior boxer. Roy Jones Jr. has also weighed in with his prediction, seeing two possible outcomes. He believes that if Canelo comes in at his absolute best and fights smart, he will secure the victory. However, if Canelo is not in top shape or fails to execute his game plan, Crawford will capitalize and come out on top. For Jones Jr., the fight depends entirely on which...
Others say, like, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Like, once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down, so I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he's still got that kind of steam. But, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a great, a legend. It's just so much to go into. It's a conversation that lasts an hour easily when we talk about all of the components that Terence Crawford has, all of the components that Canelo have, and how we find how they even out and who trumps one another, you know what I mean? We tried to do that with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and we see how that panned out, you know what I mean? So,
version of Canelo shows up on Fight Night. Former champion Sean Porter, who has shared the ring with Crawford, has some concerns. While he acknowledges Crawford's toughness and resilience, he questions whether he can absorb Canelo's power. Having experienced Crawford's strength firsthand...
I think that should happen. Look, I like Crawford, and I think Canelo is a beast that way, honestly. I would advise Crawford not to do that.
Canelo versus Jamel Charlo playing out.
I think Canelo just outboxes him. Well, no, doesn't outbox him, but I think just outpowers him and beats him to the punch. And you do give... Canelo does have some sort of like decent speed as well. So I think Canelo just wins that fight easy.
Would it be a knockout?
Could be, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say.
Porter knows he's capable, but against Canelo, the challenge is different. The upcoming clash between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford continues to divide opinions among boxing experts. While Crawford is an elite fighter with exceptional defensive skills, some believe facing Canelo, a man who has knocked out naturally bigger opponents.
Terence is not a regular guy. You know what I'm saying? He's special. And, Canelo, he's a top-notch fighter, world-class fighter. Still on the pound-for-pound list, I'm sure towards somewhere near the top. And it's exciting. Terence is freakishly strong. He can punch. He's got good crack. He can fight from both ways. Orthodox southpaw. He can fight at mid-range, closer range, outside, and he can fight going both ways. So it's exciting. It's exciting. It's a big question mark on the end of it though. So that's why I'm sure all of us are excited for that bell to ring and be able to find out firsthand.
Could be a different challenge. Sean Porter, who has been in the ring with Crawford, questions whether he can handle Canelo's power over 12 rounds. While Crawford has proven his durability, taking punches from someone as heavy-handed as Canelo is an entirely different test. Amir Khan, who previously fought Canelo, is outright warning Crawford to avoid this fight. Having experienced Canelo's power firsthand, Khan strongly advises against moving up to 168 pounds, believing it's too risky and could end badly for Crawford. On the other